And we'll continue now with our Great American Panel. All right, so Carrie Prejean, the Miss California, was on the program last night, and so she's asked a question about gay marriage. Gives an honest answer. And she was polite about it, and loses, I would argue, loses the contest because of it. And then this guy, Perez, Hilton, viciously attacks her and calls her the A, B, C word, and worse. Thoughts?
Regardless of, whether I agree or not with her stance, I think Perez Hilton has actually, by vilifying her, has set the gay rights movement back.
Why?
Because the conservative side, I think, on a stereotypical point of view, think that that is a gay person. They're loud. They use profanity-laced tirades to get their point across. So I think everybody at home now says, oh, gay people, be afraid, which is, completely wrong. I have gay members in my family, and that is so not the truth.
But I think if we're going to look at intolerance, there is intolerance on a lot of the left here today, Ralph. And the idea that by the way, her views reflect the views of California voters. The majority, her views reflect the views of most of America.
And of the American people.
And she said it in a nice way. And I'm thinking, what did you think of that attack? He owes her an apology. That was one of the most vicious.
Well, first of all, Sean, if you go back and look at her answer, it was not, she didn't attack anybody else's sexual preference. She didn't even invoke her own faith. She said, in America, you have a choice. You can make your own decision. That's what's great about America. And then she said, this is how I was raised, and this is what I believe. And what it shows, Sean, is this. The last acceptable form of bigotry in America today is bigotry directed at an evangelical Christian or a traditionalist Catholic who holds to orthodox religious beliefs. It's open season. They can be attacked, but I predict that there's going to be a grassroots upheaval of support for this young woman. She's not just beautiful on the outside, she's beautiful on the inside. I think she's carried herself with dignity and respect. And here's the thing I really liked about her, is that she never responded to hate with hate. She expressed love and forgiveness for Perez Hilton. She's been a great witness for her faith and her beliefs.
And she said that last night right here on this program. And I think she was an amazing young woman, and I agree with your assessment totally. He owes her an apology, and somebody ought to be demanding that of him.
Hold your breath.
But if a conservative Caroline had said this, Caroline had said this, there'd be calls about them being fired. If Sean Hannity attacked any other individual or group that way, people would be calling for my head. Why does this double standard exist?
Well, Sean, can we take a step back? Why are we talking about comments on a beauty contest? I mean, these are sexist relics that teach our little girls that the primary value is their body. So I guess I have an issue with public dialogue being about a beauty contest. And, I mean,
well, but it wasn't just about a beauty contest.
But you don't have to watch. Wait a minute. You don't have to watch this.
But why are we rolling this?
I mean, we're talking question.
But let's not pretend that she's not on, so we can have half-naked women, rolling B-roll every news show. I mean, I think that really speaks to a broader issue in our nation. In terms of Perez Hilton, I couldn't agree with you more.
So you have a problem with women in bikinis and beauty contests?
I have an issue with the normalization of the objectification of women that degrades us constantly and tells our little girls that our primary value is their bodies.
But wait a minute, this was a question about her intelligence,
other than by the attacks on her for what she believed. I mean,
a society that celebrates women
to speak intelligently about her beliefs and be a role model.
A parade of women came through in bikinis. It's a society that teaches and degrades women.
She was she was given an answer to a substantive issue of the day, and she was attacked because of her answer. And she gave an honest and thoughtful answer in a very kind, thoughtful way.
Well, I don't think it's kind and thoughtful to say that 10% of the population doesn't have the rights of 90% of the population.
That's not what she said. Wait a minute. She said she just disagreed.
But you're saying it's kind and thoughtful.
You don't like her answer. Too bad.
Well, okay,
this is America.
Perez Hilton, way out of line in his comments. Not at all compassionate. Her comments, not at all compassionate towards gay people.
She took the same position that Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and John McCain took during the campaign. If they weren't disqualified for the presidency over it, she shouldn't be disqualified for Miss USA.
Good to see you both. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate it. And coming up next, Ainsley's special report on a most unusual tradition in the political world, shad planking. Next.